Hello, Brother Monroe here. Welcome back to Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts and to the Japanese campaign, where I'm playing with my own modded version of Ultimate Naval Dreadnoughts. And we've generated a battle. I've been moving basically every ship I can find up to South Sakhalin. I'm going to see if I can start an invasion. You can see I also have about 1,000 victory points from the transport losses for Russia. So it is ticking up for me. They can't just ignore it. And the Askold has been caught by a group of destroyers. Now, normally, this type of battle, I'd be like, no, it's not really worth it. But I kind of want to try it. Let's see what we can do here. So obviously, we only have single torpedoes, and they only go out to 1.5 clicks. So they're not exactly great. And we're bouncing. There we go. But it's just nice to see some ships. Okay, where are you? Single protected cruiser. There we go. Yeah, it does have a lot of guns. Depends how well armoured it is. Let's put everyone together. We are a lot faster than it's going to be. But a chance to get vital intelligence on the Russian vessel. Guns open up. Definitely has torpedoes of its own. So we're not going to be able to just sneak straight up on it. I thought it had made a turn there, but no, it hasn't. Not much in the way of hits from either side. Oh, there we go. Okay, we're herding them a lot. Oh, they have no armor at all. Okay, we will be able to kill this thing very easily then. All we need to do is get some hits. You can't make a ship with no armor. That's just silly, Russia. Nickel steel as well. Where's that torpedo going? Oh, it's going after the Mutsuki. Hey, hey, hey. Yeah, one of the things about a protected cruiser is the protection. And that thing had none. Shredded. First blood to the Japanese. Love it. Alright, it's now July 1901, and the fleet, which I've managed to scrape together every cruiser and battleship we have, for a naval invasion, they get a free killing of transports. And you can see transports are worth about 100 victory points each now, which is pretty nice. It also damages their economy a little bit more than you used to if you're coming from vanilla or one of the other mods. Yeah, sure, you can have some more destroyers. Cool. Clicky click. What's our chance here? 62%. Okay, well that's worth rolling the dice on. And it will probably draw the Russian fleet in to stop me. Or at least I'd expect it to, but maybe it won't. Well, we'll have to wait and see. Slight issue is that Russia has completely collapsed. Now, this is an issue that others have reported to me in this mod, is that things can go sideways very, very quickly for countries, especially early on in the campaign. I'm not entirely sure what it's related to, because I wasn't hurting Russia that bad. What is possible is that there is something to do with prestige, and their naval prestige went badly negative, because it probably started at 0, and they had you're overspending, which tanks your naval prestige, and then they lost the battle. And then Russia collapses. I mean, Russia's not exactly a stable country, but that is hilarious. And I'm just going to chalk that up as a win. Yeah, take that, Russia. That no longer exists. They will come back at some point, I'm sure. But that is actually hilarious, and I don't mind it. Yeah, but I need to figure out what caused that. Because they weren't seriously losing that war. I hadn't done too much economic damage, but yeah, they just spontaneously collapsed. So I'm gonna have to investigate that one. Anyway, their loss is our gain, I suppose. Yeah, this doesn't happen later in the campaign. Whoops. Okay, it's now January of 1903, and we have taken control of Kamchatka. And as you can see, all the other powers are basically trying to eat the remains of Russia. So this is going to be a very weird playthrough, with Germany grabbing the biggest prize of all, Central Russia. You can see here that they... how did they manage that? Oh, of course, because it'd be a conquest. You don't need 100,000 tons for a conquest. You just need enough. We get Kamchatka, which is fun. So bonus to our income. But Russia has come back in the Far East, which is extra hilarious. And I do know what happened to them. So what happened was... Russia was getting internal unrest events. You can see there's still one down here in Crimea. I think the AI made some poor choices very early on, and unrest was high, and they got into an unrest snowball, and then when they got into a war and they started losing, didn't help, and yeah, I think it was an unrest spiral, mostly caused by bad decisions by the AI, which kind of seems on brand. But they've reformed. They have no ships in the Russian Far East, which actually initially China took, and then China couldn't hold. So weird and interesting stuff going on. We're also building a ton of stuff for the Romanians and the Brazilians, which is fine by me. But yes, we now own Kamchatka. I'm hoping I get triggers for the Sakhalin Islands, maybe southern Siberia. I can't invade them directly. I really wish you could invade ungoverned territory and mine us directly, but that's not a thing. So I'm going to send the fleet home and hopefully generate another conquest. Okay, it's November 1903. We've got unlocked the Dreadnought 1 hull, which is nice. We've got the guns, 12-inch Mark 3s. But yeah, we don't have the engines yet. We're still on multiple expansion engines. So I'm going to take off the priorities I have on these, because we have... Oh, actually, no. I'm going to leave the small guns on, because I do want to get the Mark 3 5s and the Mark 3 6. But yeah, Mark 3 12s is perfect, so we don't need to worry about big guns for now. But yeah, really, really want turbines. And yes, I know I'm rushing them, but they're going to be super, super important. Border gore, however, is a thing. The reforming Russians have taken southern Siberia. The Chinese have gone mad and taken Siberian Russia. But in the process, they've lost Xinjiang because they had huge problems with unrest, which is now reset because they got rid of the Emperor. So yeah, it's pretty it's unrest. Unrest is getting really high because the AI is making a poor choice in the beginning of the game, and they're not dealing with things great. But it's certainly setting up a fun game. Look at this border gore between Austria and Germany. And China, yeah, this is pretty hideous. I'm surprised the British haven't tried pushing up this way. I also haven't gotten any other events apart from the Kamchatka Peninsula one, so just gotta keep going with it and yeah, try and get those turbines. Yeah, unsurprisingly, finally the Russians have realised that possibly the Tsar is not who they should have in charge. At least I think so. I'm going to have a quick look at that. What are they now? Oh, they're the Soviet. The communists have taken over. Lovely. Okay, so it's now the Soviet Union. Oh, fun. Alright, it's now September 1905. The border gore is getting worse. Steam turbines, we have discovered them. Very exciting. Along with the quad centerline option, which is really nice. So yeah, we have all the technology we need to lay down a Dreadnought and be finished kind of on time, which will be really nice. So, yeah, don't look at that if you... Just, oh my god. Yeah, Soviet Union, I don't know how they got these three and then this one. But they're starting to reform. This is going to absolutely turn into a cluster F of war. There haven't been any other wars yet. Germany really doesn't like us, but this hasn't gotten any worse. China is steadily not liking us very much. I'm okay with war against either of them, to be honest. But enough of that. Let us design something new. The old guard, no longer in charge. It's time for a Dreadnought. The Fuso, why not? How big can we make this? 25,000 tons. I have been expanding the shipyards. That is potentially quite good. 21 knots, perfectly acceptable for an early Dreadnought. Yeah, well, we might as well go for the best tower. Roughly in the middle of the ship, although, yeah, probably about there. And secondary tower, yeah, why not the best secondary tower too? Funnels, 1, 2. Lovely, jobs are good. Turbine engine. Woo! And wow, those funnels are not great. Forced boilers it is. God. Having to force boilers to get up to 21 knots. That is not great. But it will be the fastest ship in the fleet. Apart from the destroyers. Cool. Guns, I think definitely 12-inch. And I think, although I know I'm going to get comments because it's so boring. It works, damn it. Ooh, I don't actually know if I have the tech to do it. Oh, no, I do. Maybe? Yeah, I do. Okay, good job I got that 4 center lines. So I had 2 superimposed, but not 4 center lines. That's a little weird. But yeah, this is going to be a very traditional... Well, it goes with the Japanese mentality. We've got to keep the old guard happy. Look, it's got the yard arms and everything, the double mast, and we've just made it a bit longer and done this fancy super firing stuff. Please don't tell us off for the super firing. Okay. Well, we could go 7-inch again. 7-inch casements. That's not like me. I would normally go for much smaller secondary guns, but I feel that fits the philosophy. We already have the 7-inch guns from the Kanko. Why not reuse them here and reuse the 3-inch guns as well? Because that means commonality of ammunition, or at least partly, because we have unlocked quite a lot of stuff. So I think, yeah, we've unlocked Krupp armor, which is a big buff over the Harvey. Anti-flash, anti-torps. Double bottom hull. Oh god. Weight is not my friend here. I'm going to stick with standard ratio for now. We do have TNT for the shells, which is nice, but we're still on white powder. God. Enhanced, advanced hydraulics. Coincidence 2, that's a plus, and a radio. Very nice. Our armor quality is now up to 105. So significantly better. Apply. Now, these things, yeah, 12 inches of armor is going to be absolutely fine, even with the upgrades to these guns, to Mark III and the TNT shells and stuff. 12 inches is still going to be keeping up, although I need to change the lengths beforehand this time. Yeah, I don't think we can fit those 7-inch guns. I think they're too much. I think they're just going to be too heavy. Yeah, look at that. Even on 100%, it's not like, oh, I wish I could put 3 inches in there. Okay, no, bugger it. No, I'll make it work somehow. 7-inch, 40s should be fine, except it's not updating the length. I hate it when it does that. There we go. Now it's updated the length. And put them back to 43s. What the hell? '40s. There we go. Oh, I must have been putting... What? What? It's changed into 43s again. And it is actually changed. Okay, well, let's make them 45s then. And 3 into 35. That's fine. Cool. Right. Extended armor. Yeah, we're going to want 6-inch for sure. See, those 40s a bit longer. I might want just a tad more than the 12-inch, but no, we'll go for that just now. Deck armor, I think again 1.5-inch everywhere is going to be fine. Let's go for 14 on the tower and the turret face. 1.5, and yes, there is a layer. Oh, we don't need casements that thick. 6, 1.5. Okay. So it was armor. There was just lots of armor on the casement guns and stuff. 1%. 1%. That is doable. We can do that somewhere. Fuel, etc. Operational range is the #1 weight. Let's drop that by 1 then. 97%, and that's fine. Only standard bulkheads. Can we get many? Possibly maximum. No, let's go many. All right, there we go. So, how does this compare to the actual HMS Dreadnought? I'm curious. So, Dreadnought herself, She was laid down in October 1905, so we're a little bit behind getting her in the water. She was 21,000 tons, so we're a bit bigger. 21 knots, so match her for speed. Her range was a bit better at 12,000. She had an extra pair of guns, but of course her arrangement was different. She didn't have a super firing pair forward, and she had a pair of wing turrets. So I think in terms of broadside, pretty similar, to be honest. But ours is a bit more versatile because we can fire 4 guns front, 4 guns rear, 8 guns side to side. And armor, she had an 11-inch belt. Ours is 12, and her extends for 4. So a bit better in terms of the armor. Deck plating is pretty similar, although hers went up to 3-inch. And our turrets are a bit thicker. So basically, we've spent the extra. We've spent the extra displacement, 4,000 tons or so, on more armor, and we have less range, and we have a different turret layout. But they're pretty similar, and that's really good because that's kind of what you want. But look at that, Japan's very first Dreadnought, and it's a nice ship. I like it. Should we leave it called Fuso? Yeah, we might as well leave it called Fuso. Why not? Don't need to fiddle around with names. Yeah, I think she'll do well. Now, she is expensive. Way more than the Kankos. 140 million. Yikes. I wish I told you up here what the construction cost was. But we'll save the design. And let's see how many of these we can afford. Probably only 1 or 2. We are going to get the Dreadnought 2 hull pretty quickly. That's pretty normal. Let's get 1 under construction. Build ship 1. Okay, so there's 7.8 million a month. We can afford 2. Let's build a pair of these. That's going to be very expensive. They're going to be 18 months. So, yeah, we started 1 month later than Dreadnought, and with an 18-month construction time. Yeah, and we're not going to be ready before Dreadnought would have been, because she was commissioned in December of 1906. Like 11 month, 12 month. No, I'm talking rubbish. 13 or 14 month build time, and we're at 18. So we're going to be a little bit behind, probably early 1907. But not bad. Not bad. These things should do well, and we can look to start retiring the Kankos as well, because they're going to be of seriously limited utility. I mean, they are pretty cool, though. I'm not sure how I'm going to manage old ships. I think I'll just complete the game normally, like I normally would. So I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to mothball them, because they're full of flaw. Oh no, this one isn't the Canrin, but I'll probably mothball them and try and sell them to other countries and just keep them in mothballs until they get sold, or I get bored and I scrap them. But we're not going to get rid of them straight away. Obviously, we have to wait for the Fuso and the Shikishima to enter service. We could potentially do a refit of these to make them more useful, but depending on when we get the next battleship hull, okay, probably pretty soon. So this will finish before the Fuso and a sister ship are finished. And then if we get the Dreadnought hull design 2 and get the Dreadnought 2, then that'll be fine. I've taken all my priorities off for now because I'm going to get ahead penalties on, well, especially the small guns. We could keep going on big guns, though, because this is only 1908. But I'm getting pretty ahead of myself. So I'm just going to take the priorities off, let the text balance out Because we have all the text we need for 12-inch Dreadnoughts. Do you know what? I just changed my mind. Put the priority back into big guns, because we're going to get the 13-inch guns, and I think the 13-inch gun... well... No, 17 bunch for 13-inch guns is fine. Because you don't really get the 14-inch Mark IIIs until much later. So we're probably going to end up with either 13-inch ships, maybe 13.5, and then leaping up to 16s, 15s or 16s, or potentially we could wait for the 14 Mark III, but that takes forever. But if we've got the 14-inch Mark II, we'll see. We'll see. But I'm going to take the priority. No, screw it. Stick the priority on. Let's see what we get. Let's get those 13-inch guns banked. Let's see what the next tech is and how far ahead it is. And that'll be great. I'm running a little bit of a deficit, but that's fine by me. I don't mind running a little bit of a deficit. And yeah, I'm going to leave you with our very first Dreadnought. Nice conventional Dreadnought. Nice conventional Dreadnought. Very much the old guard. Still in charge, just letting a few of these newfangled ideas creep in. Because it means more firepower, and that's always good. Thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you again soon for some more Ultimate Admiral Dreadnoughts. Bye for now.